Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2024 Hart Women's Volleyball Media Day. I'm your host, Hart correspondent Rich Linden. Love my sport of volleyball. Super blessed today to be joined by Baker University head coach Nils Nielsen and student athlete Kara Hipple. Coach Kara, how are things going in Baldwin City today?
So far, so good. We got some great weather out there. Just kind of enjoying it as much as we can.
I love it. Love the great weather. Well, I'm going to start with you, Coach, because it kind of leads up to this. You're coming into year 3. Is that correct?
That
With
is
the
correct.
Wildcats? It seems like in the Heart's such a strong conference, but you have several fellow coaches that this is their 3rd year, 4th year as you're growing together in your coaching and in conference. Tell me about the team. What have you seen in their growth over these 3 years, and how has preseason gone so far?
So there's a lot there. Preseason has gone fantastic. We just got finished with our double days last week. I think everybody's thankful that we survived those. No injuries there, which is fantastic. Everybody's a little bit sore, a little bit tired, but we had a good weekend off. Team's looking really, really good. I'm excited this year. 3rd year in. Should be as good or better than we have been. And well, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on the perspective, I think a lot of other teams are in the same position, right? The Heart has really feels like it's on the up and up with a lot of teams. Most teams probably, as those coaches come into the 3rd year and that kind of thing. So timing wise, it means for great competition and great volleyball. And it means we gotta get after it.
Definitely. Well, speaking of getting after it, let's introduce everyone to Kiera, your student athlete. Tell us what kind of impact she has on the team.
Kira is going to have a huge impact on the team. So she's one of our seniors. She's been here since I took over the program. She has been along the journey the entire way and has played a critical piece, and that's not going to change at all this year. If anything, it's gonna increase for this one. So I'm excited that she's here for year 3. She's earned herself a spot on the team and just earned her way, like, to have the program and the team where it is. She's a huge part of that. So I'm just really, really stoked for her to be a part of it again this year and kind of maybe bear some of the fruits of the work that she's put in.
Awesome. Well, Kiera, I'm going to kick it to you then. And I've heard from several student athletes across the Heart who've had to transition between old coach where you came and transition into a new coach. How's that been? And what has Coach Nielsen done to help that transition be smoother and easier for some of you upperclassmen?
Oh, he's been great, very open-minded. We came uh, from a harsh place and we have just grown together as a team. And just the team where we're at now, we would have never thought that we would get here. We're now seeing just some great things from our coaching and through our play is all of it's just on the up and up, and we're just really excited to be here, really excited for this new coach and, well, 3rd year coach, but we're just really excited to have him here, and our program's in a great spot right now. And as a senior, I'm excited to leave it in this great spot and just hope the best for them in these upcoming years.
So, Kiera, we've heard from your coach. What do you think? How's preseason gone so far?
Preseason, it was hard. It was difficult for us. We're definitely sore, definitely feeling it. But we're just ready to get after it. We're ready for our season to start. We're ready to start seeing some of the stuff that we implemented during preseason and putting it into games and seeing where that gets us this year.
Well, if I know Baker and Baker University and Baker Wildcats, you're a family. You grind on the court, but you also do a lot of stuff off court. Um, any of your favorites, Kira, traditions, things that you do, team bonding activities that you really love?
We always have a little saying before we get out on the court. We do a little we just have a little thing that we do in our own locker room that gets us pumped up, ready to go play whoever's out there. Just give our all on the court, and it kind of gets us in that mindset. Preseason wise, we always go to the lake that's right here in Baldwin, and we get to meet our freshmen, we get to meet all the girls, and we really enjoy that one too.
So, Coach, let's talk about your team, the dynamics of your team. How many returning and how many incoming, and what's that chemistry look like so far?
Well, it's kind of a mix right now. So we had two transfers come in the spring. So they've been with us all the way through spring. So even though this will be their first year playing in a conference, it feels like they've been there forever. So that's been really nice. And then we've got a group of freshmen coming in, three of them that will very likely be contributing in a heavy way. So we're really excited to see what they're capable of. And then you have this really good group of seniors that have really embraced the idea of leadership and taking on. Like the program is in the state that it is because of the work that they've done around that. So to be able to bring the freshmen in and kind of start right off the bat and not having me have to teach everything, the girls are like, okay, this is the way that we do things. Let's get after it and play some volleyball so we can really focus on that piece. It's just a huge, huge help. And we're just in a lot better spot because of it.
So, what are you most excited about as we're starting to get into the season? Preseason's over, we're getting through all the grind. What's got you most pumped up?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think I'm just ready to play some games. It's one thing to come in, practice, plan, play, and do all these things in a hypothetical or kind of in a bubble when it feels like it doesn't necessarily count toward anything, but we're getting better. And now when we're getting out on the court, I'm really excited to watch the girls come together when it matters.
So when does the season start? When do you start?
We have our first game this Friday versus Friends here at Baker. So it's coming up here in a week.
I can't believe how fast it's the summer's over. You get a little bit of priest and then it goes, but I'm sure they're super anxious for that. So Kiera, tell me about game day. Do you have any rituals? Do you have traditions at game day? And what's your favorite part as you lead up to that first serve?
Oh gosh, I would just say being in the locker room, no coaches, just us girls. We're getting after it. We're listening to the songs we need to get into the mindset of it's game day. Let's go. Let's rock it. Let's show them what we can do. That's definitely my favorite part of the game days.
So what position do you play?
I'm an outside hitter.
Outside hitter, the glory position.
The glory.
You know it. So student athlete, but also a student, not just the athlete part. And it's so hard. People don't understand how hard it is to balance that out. So what's your major? What are you studying?
I am double majoring in psychology and sociology.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
How do you find time? How do you balance out all of that double major with the commitment to the team?
It has difficult times, but our teachers and our professors here are very understanding and very willing to work with athletes. And so in season, they understand that we have commitments and they help us work through that. And all of my professors have been super amazing with me, which has given me the opportunity to double major here. So
that's incredible. So coach, the Heart of America Athletic Conference, I believe it's the strongest, hardest, toughest volleyball conference in the United States. It's nuts. And everybody keeps getting better. They keep moving up. There's no letdown. And the season is so long. So what do you do, coach, to keep this team focused? I know it's the start of the season, so everybody's excited, but we get, all of a sudden into late September, October, you're going to be playing deep into November. How do you keep them focused, a game and match after match and week after week?
Well, I could tell you the secret, but I don't want everybody else to know what we're doing.
True.
So I'm going to hold back a little bit. No, the reality is anytime we get the opportunity to take a day off, which is usually Sundays, we take that opportunity. So we give them pretty much every Sunday off throughout the season. They know that going in. So we kind of have that check mark there. Every once in a while, if we look at the schedule and we notice that we play a game on Friday, but not Saturday, we'll take that weekend off as well, especially in the mid-season if we get that opportunity, because 2 days kind of exponentially helps the recovery. And then I think we're kind of constantly talking about I always say at the weekend, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. So it's this team aspect of making sure that we're taking care of one another as we go off and are doing things outside of volleyball. There's been a huge focus on hydration. That's always a thing of mine. I'm always telling them to drink a lot of water. As silly as that is, that helps a lot. We have a really nice athletic training team that takes care of the girls. They've been doing a bunch of cold baths through the preseason and that kind of stuff. We'll try to keep convincing them to get into that kind of stuff. So, you know, there's not really one big thing that we do. It's a lot of little things that we try to keep focused on throughout the season. Because at the end of the day, it's tiring. There's no way around it. It's a grind. It's a lot. So we just try to make sure that we are focusing on the things that actually matter.
I love it. So, Kara, you're a senior, you're a collegiate athlete. If you had one piece of advice, let's say for a junior, maybe 12, 13, 14-year-old girl playing volleyball, that may want to play at the college level, what would you tell that young lady?
I would tell her, sorry, that they could absolutely do it. It's all about your mindset. It's all about what you want to give into the game, but anybody can absolutely do this. It's difficult. You have to have the grit and the grind to do it, but you can do it, and are always people that will help you along the way.
Awesome advice. Coach, one last question for you. You look at all aspects of coaching, the recruiting, practices, drills, game plans, the game day. What's your favorite part of being a head volleyball coach?
Oh, that's a no-brainer. Being in the gym with the girls. You know, I mean, all the rest of it is set up to just support that. So I think watching the kids learn in the gym, being able to talk to them, and using volleyball as the vehicle to maybe touch on some other things is too that are important. But it put me in a gym with the team, and that's where I want to be.
That sounds fantastic. I'm pumped up. As you know, I love my Baker Wildcats. I love Hart volleyball. I can't wait. This season's going to be crazy intense. There's going to be upsets. There's going to be nail biters, and I can't wait to be a part of it. I hope I get to announce some Baker matches, and I can't wait to see you. Thank you for being on today. Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot, Rich.
Thank you.